What, dude? Listen, if you build a game around streamers, if you build a game around cheaters, the game will not last. You need casual players. You need casual players if the game is going to survive in the long run. You can't build up, dude. Do you know how much, dude, I've been playing this game for almost 6 years. Do you know how much they nerfed everything? I don't know how many of you guys have been here for a long time. They nerfed this game to the ground. The bitcoins in the lockers, killer and brutal,
and I approve you message.
And
thanks for standing
thermal
up for
in Kiba. Interchange was popping back then, bro. Dude, Ledix and Ultra, it was so fun. It was so fun, dude. It used to make me feel something. I mean, bro, all I'm saying is it was fun. It was like the game was fun for everyone. I know some of you guys probably don't agree with me with this, but I want to say this. People who was casual players who didn't have that much time to play, when they died, when they had a Ledix in their save container, they still made money. They still made money. Non-found rate. It was, dude, before the found rate system, people actually they were making lots of money. They were doing a lot, like they were having fun. There's so many things that is going on right now, bro. You gotta think about it. It's the whole, you gotta look at the picture, bro. You can't just look about, oh, hatchet runners, they were ruining my game. Bro, fuck your loot, bro. They fucking ruined the game because they removed it, man. And now the amount of cheaters we have. You look like a Mexican cartel member? Really?
How much are you willing to sacrifice to end cheating in Escape from Tarkov? How much are you willing to lose out on in this game to have the fairest game possible? Because a lot of people that I speak to are willing to sacrifice nothing, but they demand everything from a game in terms of security and an anti-cheat. But unfortunately, everything that can be exploited will be exploited, and that's just the way things work, unfortunately.
I don't know, man. I think like they removed a lot of fun in the game, man, and because they built up the game around the cheaters. I think, like, this is no hate to Battlestate, bro. This is my favorite game, and I played on stream, off stream. I fucking love it. I just think they built up the game around the cheaters. Who did it hurt? Not the streamers. No. I still make millions and millions and millions. I can get giga chatted. But who got hurt? The casual players. The casual players got hurt. It'd be like that. It's true.
It's time to understand who are the true believers.
I don't want it for 6 months. I want it forever. I paid for it. I don't want this shit. Give me what I fucking paid for. This can't be real. And then after 6 months, also the higher priority matching time, get the fuck out of here. You know what? I actually don't even believe they have the skill to do this as a dev team. Did you guys see?
I even feel like he's mocking us. Like, I'm super sorry, Nikita, but it sounds like you're mocking us.
Yeah, Arena's going to be the fattest paycheck they'll ever have. They drop Arena to beta, you're going to have to buy into it, and then the sales start, and then the infinite money glitch starts. Process that Tarkov's experience will be the same in Arena.
500 mil of that was probably Chad's rubles and viewer kits and shit. If that.
The Overwatch meta.
And play Overwatch.
What the just happened? What just happened? I just got banned. I'm dead serious. I just got banned.
You're dead serious.
I'm 100, like no cap, like 100% serious. I just got banned.
If I drop my gear to my friend every single raid because he's so bad he dies every raid, I insurance fraud his other gear and I just drop him gear over and over and over again, am I going to get banned? And what's the point of that? Like, that's so stupid. The whole game is built around a community. This game sucks. Well, let's be real.
Actually got banned.
I RMT to one stack of 558 too many.
So, as the guys know that play this game, the streamers and the player base are extremely brutal to BSG with their opinions and takes on the game and things that are happening. People form some of the wildest assumptions or opinions or critiques, and it just gets slapped straight on Reddit, and then the whole player base sees it, and it's insane, some of the stuff that these people come out with. My favorite one is the timeless classic. BSG makes millions of dollars from cheaters, and that's why they do nothing about cheating, and they secretly love that cheaters are in their game, and it's insane. It all started from a Reddit post from some guy who had previously said that he played Escape from Tarkov for several weeks and then quit because it was too hard and there was too many cheaters in the game. So this guy basically posted his assumption that a clip from Nikita from 11 years ago talking about a completely different game during a sales pitch to a room full of investors makes a post on Reddit about a game that he quit after a few weeks. And then this ends up being the classic quote that every 100-hour Andy who played this game and quit just seems to rattle off their tongue every time they speak on the game now, because that's the best cope they have for just not continuing to play the game. And I don't know, some other game like Fortnite or Minecraft or whatever the game they came from before Tarkov. I deal with these guys in my comments all the time too, just these dudes that just post the biggest, longest paragraph of how the entire BSG is just a scam and they're just raking in money off the cheaters. And I deal with these guys all the time. And if I read their previous comments, they're always dudes that haven't played the game or played it for a very short amount of time. The reality is you're listening to someone who has cheated in this game, and I'll just be honest with you, they do a lot to fight cheating in this game. It is very annoying to cheat in this game, and that's how you slow down and stop cheating. You make it as brutally painful as possible for the cheater, because the reality is it's almost impossible to 100% stop cheating, but the most effective method is make it as brutally painful as possible to cheat in this game. And it costs a lot of money to cheat in this game. It's very annoying. It's there's a lot that has to go into it for you to cheat in this game, and that's a good thing. I spoke on this recently in another video, and BSG does in fact have very poor communication with their player base. Their communication with their player base is terrible, but it doesn't help when you have emissaries and people like Nice Guy who charge people money to ask Nikita questions and communicate with Nikita and things like that. There's stuff going on that doesn't help with this, but at the same time, I feel like BSG really needs to change this. I'm just going to give you guys an idea of the kind of issues that BSG has to deal with and try and solve. Around a year or two ago, most Escape from Tarkov cheats were actually using Discord overlay to put their cheat onto the cheater's screen. So how that works is every single cheat needs some form of overlay method, and a cheat can use all sorts of different methods as an overlay. But for the cheat to actually be on the cheater's screen, the cheat will feed the information to a program like Discord, Metal, NVIDIA, and several other ways. Now, the reason a lot of cheats use Discord was because the majority of people playing this game are using Discord. Now, if you're BSG, how do you stop that? Everyone's using Discord. You can't just ban people from using Discord while playing the game. Well, BSG come up with a method of allowing the overlay for Discord up until you load into a raid. And then once you would load into a raid, your Discord overlay would instantly disappear from your screen and wouldn't come up. And you can imagine the complaining in the Tarkov community. And as usual, BSG didn't communicate with the player base and explain to them what this actually was. And you see all these posts of people saying, oh, bad devs, bad devs, bad devs, bad game. No, it was actually a pretty smart move in combating cheaters. And it also trolled a lot of cheaters who spent money on their cheats and only to load into raid, and their cheats just completely disappear off their screen. Another thing a lot of people don't realize that's happening right now also is that the Escape from Tarkov dev tracker, the one that people use and everyone was excited about when it came out and whatnot, well, the reality is a lot of cheats are using that to read players' information in-game. Now, this has been known for some time. Now, whenever a cheater loads into raid, all the player information is frozen at how it was at the start of that raid and shows underneath a player like you see on your screen. Now, if BSG immediately shut down dev tracker, guess what? This is what they see. Now, the reason they're not doing that, well, I mean, what will the player base do if they do? You know, I feel like if I try and put this stuff into perspective for you guys, the A lot of people just jump straight to the assumption of bad game, bad devs. Whenever something's happening or something goes wrong or something doesn't work, in most cases, it's just BSG not communicating with the player base, which is kind of half their fault. But at the same time, the player base is very quick to jump to really harsh assumptions. And I feel like they're holding off on things they should be doing because of it, which I think is a shame, because when they're not being just brutally destroyed by their player base, the work they do towards cheating is insane. It's never ending. And it's either they're not doing enough and they're profiting off cheaters, or they're being absolutely destroyed about everything else they're doing and they're just backing off and letting this stuff go when they shouldn't. And being someone that's done the wrong thing in this game, it is never ending. Like, you have to even use a cheat in Escape from Tarkov, you have to be checking Discord daily. You have to be checking announcements and updates, and people talk about ban waves being this big, great scam and way to make money from BSG. No, these ban waves completely put cheat communities out of business, because the way cheating communities work is if a certain person gets banned and people say, oh, why don't they ban them straight away? Well, the second that person gets banned, he goes straight into Discord and says, I just got banned for doing this. Well, guess what? Then there's an announcement in the Discord, and guess what? Every cheater knows not to do that. Then you only have 100 bans when BSG could have held back for a month and banned all 16,000 of them and completely put that entire cheating community out of business. What would you prefer? That's why they do it this way. It's to go after the people at the top, not so much to go after the cheat user, but to put the people selling this stuff and coding this stuff out of business and ruin their reputation completely.
I think like they've removed a lot of fun in the game, man. And because they built up the game around the cheaters, I think, like, this is no hate to Battle State, bro. This is my favorite game. And I played on stream, off stream. I fucking love it. I just think they build up the game around the cheaters. Who did it hurt? Not the streamers. No. I still make millions and millions and millions. I can still fucking get giga chatted, you know? But who got hurt? The casual players.
Now, although I think Glorious made a lot of good points in this rant that I posted a while back, I posted this rant for a reason. I think Glorious is really level-headed. He's very passionate about the game. It's very rare you see a bad take or a negative take from this guy, and I do like that about him. And I posted this for a reason. I think a lot of the stuff he said is extremely valid, and something I want to leave the people with who watch this is, how much would you be willing to sacrifice in this game if they were to remove a large chunk of the cheating in this game? How much would you be willing to lose, or how much cheating would you be willing to accept if they stopped removing things? Because that's what you would have to accept at the end of the day. And by things being removed, I mean the flea market, found in raid, all this kind of stuff. No having any kind of overlay up while you're playing the game, all kinds of stuff. When this stuff does happen, a lot of the people complaining are also the same people complaining about the fact that there's cheaters in the game. And to me, that doesn't make sense. Because if you're going to complain about cheating, just understand that if you want them to fight this and limit it as much as possible, then you're going to miss out on a lot of stuff in this game. And this game is really good the way it is. And it would be a shame. If you made it to the end of the video, let me know in the comments. Would you be willing to sacrifice more in this game for a more safer game with less cheaters and way less features and cheaters to have way less information? Or would you rather the game be left how it is and accept the amount of cheating that is happening now? Because for them to limit cheating, they have to close doors to players as well, which it's a double-edged sword, and I really don't think people understand that.